Alright, so today's video is going to be a little bit different, probably a little bit shorter. I just want to briefly go over what you guys need in order to be ready for the one that's coming out here really soon on global. And I'm going to be using my JP account to kind of go over it with you guys. And the first thing you want is obviously diamonds. Make sure you guys stock up on your diamonds, get as much free-to-play diamonds as you can. And if you are somewhat of a spender, maybe spend on some of the packs that are coming out. So just to keep that in mind, diamonds, obviously you want to make sure you have them. It's 900 to get a guaranteed Escanor, and if you've been smart with your gems and you haven't summoned on anything, maybe that last banner got you, you might have to spend a little bit. But other than that, diamonds is probably one of the biggest things. Now for me personally, another big thing that I would say is a team for him. Now my favorite team to run the one on, which you guys saw in yesterday's video, is actually this team right here, which you guys have available to you guys over on global now. It is obviously the Escanor, which you want on the left side. Actually, I keep messing up and not putting them on the left side because when you are AoE'd with, let's say, a Lost Vein ultimate, a Ludo ultimate, anything with an AoE ultimate, and your team is already low HP, you're about to get wiped, the unit on the left side is what is going to be rezzed over by the Elizabeth. So keep in mind that that is somehow the way that you want to keep them in order of. So do that. Don't mess that up. I've done it a couple times to where I've been AoE'd and I've now lost my most powerful unit on the team, second to Lost Vein. So Lost Vein comes out second in case the one gets taken out, because usually the one is the first one to be targeted. But this is one of the teams I would recommend. Go Through is probably a main staple on this to have. Another unit you can replace here with someone would be, honestly, you could replace both of them. Green Roxy would be a second one to be fantastic, a fantastic unit, especially since she gets powered from having the same race on the team. So Roxy would be one of them that you guys now do have over on global. Again, obviously you would have had to have summoned in order to get her, but there is that. And then another really good unit if you want to make a full human team and you guys summon KOF is Mai. Mai is a fantastic unit also, in my opinion, to be running alongside, or even Kyo. Kyo is a fantastic unit to be running. Like Kyo, Kyo, Roxy, the one is a very powerful human team, especially with Kyo's ignites always going off. Very good team to be running them on. And you can also use Red Gother if you don't have the Green Gother. Red Gother is nothing wrong with that. You could use a full DPS team. You could be running Green Gother, Lost Vein in the front, and the one. So that is a full DPS team. I've run that before in the past. And you're basically just wiping back to back to back. And then have maybe Elizabeth in the back if you want. Or maybe Merlin in the back to get old gauge if you care about the old gauge. But honestly, I don't feel like Escanor here relies on his ult too much. So honestly, I would say get the one and dip. I very rarely ever really have to ult with Escanor, and it's insane how much damage he does. His level, if you guys watched my video yesterday, you guys see that I was doing damage that ults do with just his level 3. So he's an absolutely insane unit, a monster of a unit. And that's what I would say to be ready for. Another thing, in case you care about cosmetics, which honestly some of you guys do, I personally don't have any of his cosmetics, like his purchasable ones, but these are each $20 you'll get, and these are the costumes that he'll come with. Global could change it up. Maybe he'll come up with something else, but these are some of the costumes that will come out with it. This was the costume that we also got with him, but just keep in mind, I'm not too sure if they'll release that over on the global side. His weapons I didn't get, but here's the axes. This is the one that comes with the pan. I know you can't really see it because this is in the way, but these are some of the other costumes that it comes with. That's a hairstyle, his chef hat, and then a beard. So that is something that if you keep in mind, if you want to get it, 20 bucks each, a little bit pricey, not in my price range, so I never got them. And if you guys care about the affinity, I don't remember what it's called right now, but the friendship level, this is the food he's going to use. He's going to be using the purple berries and this looks like sushi to me. I'm not too sure what it actually is though, but if you guys want to start grinding out some food, I would look into these two right here. Make sure you guys get the material you need in order to grind these up. So they're not difficult to do. It's not too hard. Just a little bit time consuming, a little tedious to do. Now remember, you do need 200 of not each, but 200 of one of these in order to get it max if you don't have the bottles or the hearts for it. So just something to keep in mind when you are getting the food for him. Now, gear. If you guys watched my video yesterday, I talked about HP crit dam or attack crit dam, and I will not stress enough that I feel like crit damage is definitely one of the ones you want to have in order for the one to be doing some massive damage right here. So crit damage looks like this, the one with the little star. You guys can read it though, it's on global. JP, I don't get the benefit of that. So this is probably what I would suggest you run on him as a secondary. You can obviously put it on whatever slots you want, but this is what I say you do. I like running HP crit dam because I like him surviving a little bit longer and still doing some good damage. But if you just want him to be a complete monster and just annihilating everything in this path, just do attack crit dam. Now, obviously you want the UR version of it, so you do even more damage. I have both sets. So I have the attack set, I have the HP set, and I have the also have the defense set if I ever wanted to do a defensive, more tanky Escanor. But I feel like this right here alone is more than enough. So that's just what I suggest you do. You guys run him as. I cannot stress enough, if you guys are wondering how it does for each one, my video yesterday should show you guys how it does on each one and what you can do. Another obvious thing to do is make sure you guys are grinding up your raids. I cannot stress enough how much I slack on doing my raids. Right now I have enough to maybe get, I'm missing one Crimson Year in order for me to even get someone up to 80. It does take 50 of each. So 50 horns, 50 wings, and 50 ears in order to get someone from level 1 to 80 to ascend it, basically. So make sure you grind this out. You guys grind hell, so that way you guys can have this in order to fill up his costumes. It's kind of the simple stuff, the basic stuff, in order for you guys to be getting the Escanor, and then obviously the books. I feel like most of you guys by now know how to farm all of this. So like I said, this is going to keep it brief. Some of the things you guys can get ready for the Escanor. So I hope you guys found this video somewhat helpful, kind of to the point. Didn't want to talk your guys' ears off. V1 is definitely a unit worth summoning for, and he's like right around the corner for global. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, consider the subscribe button down below. Comment all this here on the channel. And like guys, it was a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye bye.
Perfect Cube. 私の実験に貢献したくないか? 暴食の罪、ボアシン・マーリンだ。よろしく頼む。ロケーション、研究の標本がまた増えたな。素晴らしい。最初からお前らに勝ち目などなかった。